Here. Good morning. I'm not all together this morning. How is everybody? I see Eileen is on. How are you? So let's run through the specials. Oops. And I get the volume on here. Let's run through what is on the weekly updates, and then I have a few things I wanted to just kind of talk about, and hopefully we can make it quick because I'm not as ready for my 11 as I thought I'd be. But let's see. Oh, first, I just want to say welcome to Linda Whitman. Yes, Whitman. Welcome to the group. This is the first crew chat that she would be seeing that's new since she began. So we'll welcome her to the crew. All right, let's head over to... okay, deep breaths. All right, so things going on with Stamping Up. The Stamping Up promo for recruiting is still going on. That is going on through all of July. That is an excellent promotion to get the collection of ink pads. So it's a collection, i.e. you have to get the 10 of the Regals, Brights, Subtles, or Neutrals, or in colors. And we'll go over some things with that in a minute. But let's head down to weekly updates. So catalog, holiday catalog launch and pre-order. So this is, they talked about there's going to be they said 3 videos, but now if you click on here, there's going to be 4, and this is July 24th through 26th. So we flip over here. So this is the holiday catalog launch event, and see now there are 4 videos down here, whereas before there were only 3. But 3 may be the teasers that they're talking about, and then 1 maybe they make 1 video featuring the entire catalog, and maybe that's what it. I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out. But that is coming. Is that 2 weeks now? Where's my calendar? New next week. Next week. All right. So that's exciting. Okay. That is that. So, but also remember right now, the mailing selector is open to mail holiday catalogs to your customers. This is the cheapest way to mail catalogs. So to do that, I think business resources, customer manager. Oh, I've timed out. All right, hold on. Really? Well, log out and I'll log back in. All right, now business resources, customer manager. All right, and then here, down here, it says holiday catalog. Oops, I'm getting everything. There we go. So down here, so let's see, Atwood. So my customer, Linda Atwood, and I search for her. If let me shrink this up a smidge. So if I want to add, hold on. All right. So it brought up my customer, Linda Atwood. And I don't know if you guys know this, but if you enter a customer in through the customer manager yourself, they show up as one line. And then if they go in the online store and create a customer in there, you have 2 customers. So like this top one of Linda's, a lot of Linda's today. You see it says online. Yes, that is her account that she created online. And then this other one that doesn't have anything, that's the one I created. I put her orders in through. So I would click this button, and I would say, then I come down here to the holiday catalog line, and I would say add selected. That is added Linda to the list of people who are going to get the holiday catalog in the mail from me. And it's going to cost me $1.20 to do that. So each one will be $1.20. I'm going to leave this as is. It's not going to do anything. I am not going to finalize the order. Once you finalize the order, you cannot change it. So don't finalize it until you're 100% sure you put people in there. If you have people who are not in your customer manager already, you will need to go add them. So you would type all their information here and then click new customer, I think. Or do you click new customer? Yeah, I think you type it in and then click new customer. But that is the mailing selector that is currently open, and you need to do that now so then they will mail out in August. Can't believe we're talking about August and holidays already. How time flies. All right. So, all right, so that's all the catalog. Okay, and that also then means that the pre-order will start for the holiday catalog on August 1st. So this takes us to the catalog details, and over here on this side is all the details about the holiday catalog. So basically, August 1st, we will get to see the catalog. I'm betting well, no. So we're going to, So if we come back here, holiday catalog. So I bet we will get to see the full catalog July 26th. So they'll probably show the third video and then put up the PDF of the catalog for us to view. So then starting on August 1st, we will be able to do the pre-order. Good morning, Virginia. Oh, you could actually type this week. That's good. Facebook changes stuff every day, I think, and breaks one thing and fixes something else. So July 26th. So August 1st, we will be able to pre-order. As history has said, it is proven, the holiday and the occasions catalog we can usually purchase from the entire catalog for pre-orders. That is not the case for the annual catalog, but it has always been the case for the holiday and occasions. They may put out something that says this product and this product are not pre-orderable because they may not have enough quantity, but mostly you will be able to order the entire catalog. So plan that way. Maybe we'll get more info on July 26th about that, which is no, that's not a Tuesday. So we'll see. Okay, so next, these distinctive stamps. These are the real fine detail stamps in the catalog. I've been seeing a lot of people saying that they're not getting good images when they stamp them. And so to the point where now Stampin' Up! Has created a little PDF that you can put out. If we click on it here, we can see it. And you can see these stamps. So it's the goldfish, these Bokon dots, the healing hugs, seize the day, and stylish Christmas. And so what it says here is that, you know, we usually ink and you just kind of pat the stamp over the ink pad. What they're saying is that will give lines. So what they want you to do is these stamps are all small enough to fit perfectly over the ink pad, so that you are to place your stamp over the full ink pad. Or I suppose vice versa, if you turn the stamp over and bring the ink pad down, you know, make sure you are not getting any of the edges of the ink pad on your stamp. I don't know. I have the goldfish. Honestly, haven't used it yet. So, but print this out if you have anybody who's bought it, or if you've bought it, had any trouble, head here. So that is linked here, but they're saying they're also put it in the annual catalog resources, and you can find that under Happening Now catalogs. So that would be the Happening Now catalogs. And then under here, the annual catalog, because there's no other catalogs at the moment, there's this 2018-2019 annual catalog resources. So if you click on that, this brings up everything. So here are all the videos on all the different products, and there is a video on these distinctive stamps. Here is the paper pad and marker chart, the in-color combos charts, the shopping lists, and here is the marketing toolkit. So here is that PDF they were talking about. downloading the catalog, images of the suites, the stop motion video, yada, yada, yada. So this is where everything is related to this catalog. So remember, that is in the Happening Now catalogs portion of the Demonstrator website. So go back down here. I said the distinctive stamps. Okay, announcing stuff for Onstage. So anybody new, you guys, Onstage is sort of like Stampin' Up's convention. This is the 30th anniversary, so it is a much bigger deal. They are having it in Orlando for the entire world. And the entire world includes UK, Europe, Japan, South Pacific, so that's New Zealand and Australia. I think that's it. And registration for that will start on August 14th at 9 a.m. Mountain Time if you are Silver Elite and above, and 10 a.m. Mountain Time for everybody else. It is taking place in Orlando from November 7th through November 10th. I believe that is like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Hold on. August, October 7th. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 7 to 10. Yeah, so Wednesday to Saturday. So this is telling us who is going to be where, if you're interested. So in Orlando will be Sarah and Shelley, Rich Jenkins, Spencer, Brandy, yeah, whatever, Shannon. And you can see where everyone else is in other parts of the world. Let's see, updated the page with links to all the details of the lives in Orlando. So there is a events page for Onstage. I believe if you go to events, Onstage, November Onstage, it'll take me to the same place. Yes. And it's just giving you the details. When and where and how much it is. There is a fee to this. It is $275 US. You can use your flex points for you new people. Flex points, you earn them starting when you become a Bronze Elite, but you can earn them right off the bat in the Quick Start, which should have been in your intro email from Stampin' Up when you joined. But let me know if you have any questions about that, because you can earn points that way. Flex points you use to buy things like tickets to Onstage, the trip like to Greece right now. But then there's also little things. You can buy your catalogs, you can buy pens, whatever. So, yes, it is either $275 or 30,000 flex points. And then here's some graphics and stuff for it, and some people talking about it. I won't go through. Feel free to go through all that and read it. Let's go back. Okay, so that's Onstage, and then let's flip through the weekly success real quick. So they Gorgeously Grunge. So they're previewing the Gorgeous Grunge stamp set, and for guys who are working on maybe doing blogs or Facebook business pages, you can use these images. Make sure you get a watermark on it. I have a Mac, and I had a discussion with Donna yesterday. I don't know what to use. If you got anybody, I don't know about Gianna, what you use if you have a PC to do watermarking, feel free to share that. But you do want to watermark these things. Like, that's not watermarked. So basically anything, you need the Stampin' Up copyright, but you also want to put your name on it. All right, so there's a learning about recruiting, talk to 10. So talk to 10 people, basically talk to anybody and everybody and offer them the deal. You never know who's going to come along. Event of the month. So these are taken out of the Stampin' Success. This is a perk from us. You guys who just, Pisca, Gianna, is that an app or is that a program for that, for the watermark? Stampin' Success is a perk of being a demonstrator. It is a quarterly magazine. You can download all the past ones here. I'll show you that in a second. But they have great workshops. Like, you can tell you, like, here is the cards you're going to make, and here's the products you're going to need, and here's the thing. So here is taking you directly to some of these So here is talking about the bundle, the calligraphy essentials, which is stamp set and a kit. And then here's everything you need to create a cool card with that. So this Stampin' Success magazine and the downloads are helpful. So you even have the make and take flyer. So that's the same flyer. So you can print this out to prepare your class. So you guys want to have your first class? Here it is. It's kind of all done for you. You know, what you need to, you know, even the cut sizes and everything and the instructions. If you want to print it and hand it out and that's what you do, great. You want to retype that into your own form, great too. Don't have that stamp set but think it'll work great with another stamp set you have, great. You know, that is what these are for. So for every card, but it's not typical. All right, so Gianna says she used a program called Picasa so to do watermarking. So that might be worth looking into. I have what is this called? I have a Polar Photo Editor Lite, which is what I use on my Mac, if that helps. So let's go back. So that is, so just so you know where these are. All right, so Stampin' University, even I get lost in here. Stampin' University, Stamping Success. If you click on that, so here is the current Stampin' Success. Like I said, they come out quarterly. You can download the full PDF and then the online extras, which is not in the magazine stuff. And then here's some flyers with projects to do. So here's another one, flyer to it. You know, so there's another project you can use for a workshop or a class. And here are past Stamping Success. They don't go all the way back. They used to. They probably assume that some of that info is no longer beneficial. But if you want to go back to try and find some ideas for classes or clubs or just making cards, it's a great resource. All right, so I think that's it for the updates. I did want to mention they did note that the Memories and More pocket photo pages are changing. And they are not orderable at the moment. So these are the 6x8 photo pockets. I guess something happened. They had to switch manufacturer, so that is out there. All right, so all right. So I was talking with Donna yesterday. We were kind of discussing her plans, and a couple things came up, and so I wanted to make sure. And I also was talking with Gianna's different things. So we got this really big recruiting promotion going on right now, and if you would like to get a recruit, or maybe this is the time to try and share, like, you know, you get, I think it's $112 worth of, it's more than that, I have to look at my own post, hold on. I think it's like you save a lot of money because you get the $67 from the ink pad plus the normal $26. So it's $112.75 is the savings at the moment. So yeah, we can pull that up. From this current bundle, because you save on the $99, $125 worth of product for $99, the standard, then you're adding the ink pad bundle plus shipping on all of that, which is we usually would have to pay for. So it comes to $112.75 as a discount. And especially if you have anybody new, they do not have to stay a demonstrator. They don't have to sell. Most of the top demonstrators, Tammy White being one of them, joined for the discount. And then they went, hey, I can do this. But the offer is there. And if you drop, no, you know, it's just, that's it. You're done. And you go back to being a customer, and it's not a big deal. So it does not hurt to offer anyone this deal. And if we come up here, during the time frame, so when you join, you know, you have a quota. You have a $300 quota per quarter. Well, because we're already into a quarter, that ending quarter date doesn't count. So right now we're in July, August, September. So September doesn't count. So you are going to go through, guaranteed through December 31st. So anyone who joins right now will be a demonstrator through December 31st. In that time frame is they get 20% off all their purchases, or earn 20% on anything they sell, with a potential to increase that to 25 if they do promote to bronze. They get to see and purchase from the holiday catalog in August. They have the opportunity to go to on stage. So if you have somebody who just really is excited and wants to go, have them buy the kit, they craft with you, and then they go to on stage with you, and then they can, yeah. The occasions catalog will be available for demonstrators to purchase in December, so they will be able to purchase from that. And then if they do somehow manage to spend or sell over $300 between now, or whenever they join, and December, they get to stay until March, and that's celebration and everything. So this is a great time to join, so feel free to share. Now, what I did want to say is it is important to know the rules with Stampin' Up. And just because another demonstrator is offering some special does not mean it's legal to do so. So the thing with recruiting, we cannot say, hey, join my team and I'll give you an extra $25 worth of product. You can't offer any additional Stampin' Up products with this offer, with a recruiting offer. And if you go to, let me see, hold on. So let me flip you back over here. If you go to Business Resources, Print Lab, and you come down here, Business, and there's two things. There's the Demonstrator Handbook, and then there's the Demonstrator Policy Document. They both should be read. I mean, some of it can be kind of boring, but you need to be familiar with these two documents, and you know what you can or cannot do. Let me see. Let me see if I can figure out where the recruiting policy 19. So I can show you exactly what I mean. 19. So here it talks about what you can and can't do. And basically you can't fake somebody into joining. You can't be like, you can't make up somebody's name and be like, I'm getting joining Mary Jane Stamper and make up something for them to join. Someone has to want to do it, and they have to on their own, and you have to be honest about it, and you can't offer it as a prize or whatever. And this is buried in here. I don't know. Okay. Additionally, demonstrators may not offer rebates or additional Stampin' Up! Products as an incentive for purchasing the starter kit. You can't tell them I'll pay for part of it, whatever. So you just need to keep everything on the up and up. But that doesn't mean you can't offer some perks. I'm a perk. Tammy is a perk. So anyone that you guys recruit, get me and Tammy as a bonus, which means you get my demonstrator group and these meetings and direct line to me and to Tammy's group. So whereas mine, you get more of the personal, like I spent a good portion of the day yesterday talking to Donna, and I'm going to spend a good portion probably today talking to Gianna, trying to go over their goals and whatever. But there's also a lot of people, over 200 on Tammy's Facebook group. So if you have a random question, somehow you're probably going to get an answer over there. There's some, quite expert people. So there's that benefit. You can also one of the benefits of being part of this group is Tammy offers those now bi-monthly tutorials. So that's an option. That's an offer. You get a free tutorials when you join. You have access to my VIP website. You have access to Tammy's VIP website. Several other things we talked about was you can make, and people do pictures. You'll see how other demonstrators do kind of get around this. They will take a picture of a welcome letter, several finished cards, maybe a sampler of all the cardstock, different things that isn't a Stampin' Up! As is product is sold, but it's a welcome. Here is this. I send a long email with links to all the stuff, to the what have you. I'm trying to figure out how to get that to all of you other than just emailing it to you, because if you do get a recruit, what should you do? So the first thing you should do is send them an email welcoming them. And that's the email I wanted to forward along. So you guys know, like, you can copy my email. Everything on that email that says you have access to this, log into this, log into that, they will too. So you want to offer that to them and get them logging in. You also want to let me know. Stamping Up will only let you know that you've gotten a recruit. I will not get a notification. So I will want to know, to look for their names. I'm an admin on both Tammy's Team Stampin' webpage as my own. So I'll want to watch for their names that have requested to join so that I can approve them. And then I'll send you a note so you know to introduce them into the group and welcome them. Is it the family of values, the Gardner family? Yeah, so Jenna's saying, you know, there is a whole very beginning, the Gardner family values. And it's also, this is a direct selling requirements, is about multi-level marketing has a bad name because it's, you know, can be a money pit, and Stamping Up and direct selling needs to do things to say, we don't do that. This is a true business model and we operate on the up and up. So you can't fake people in. You know, demonstrators are responsible only for 3 people below them. You know, so I'm not building a huge tower and I sit at the top and do nothing and earn all this money because I was in first. So these are direct selling rules, but they also fall under the Gardner family values, which is true. So I'm going to try and get this email to you. I may just email it to all of you. So if you all of a sudden get an email that says, you know, welcome to Crafty Stampin' Crew, that's why, because I want you to have the email, pull it into your, you know, somehow save it as a template with its links. I have videos in links to 2 videos. One, because the Demonstrator website can be a bit confusing. So there's one video in there that kind of gives you a general overview, and then there's one, how you place your first order. So you feel free to link to those, you know, rewrite the whole thing. So that is what I do, and that's what try to emulate. So that is that. Sales. So on a similar note, running sales promotions. If you read through this thing, you also see Stampin' Up discourages continual discounting. So they don't want you saying, I'm going to give you $10 back, or I'm going to do whatever. Anyone who continually does it, they will penalize. So the general rule is, 1, don't give away your income. You know, the 20% is technically your income. And so, like, a lot of us now, we do run the hostess code. So I put a hostess code up for the month. I ask people who spend under $125 to please use that hostess code. If they don't, I call Stampin' Up and I have it added. That allows me to build up a little bit of a slush fund in Stampin' Rewards that allows me to pay for, I do a tiering. Every online order I get gets a simple 1-page tutorial for a simple card. If you spend $50 with me, you get that 1 page plus the 4-card tutorial that Tammy gives out. And then if you spend $100 with me, I give out some inexpensive item from the catalog. Pearls, rhinestones, baker's twine, something small. And I purposely say, and you can do whatever you want, you just need to describe it. So on my website, I say, you will earn this in July. I will order it myself early August. You will receive it sometime mid to late August. So that allows me, the beginning of the month, I go into that order that has my Stampin' Rewards. I will put however many people ordered over $100, 4 or 5 of those jewels or gems or whatever. I also offer a frequent buyer program. So they have to spend $25 with me to get a punch or a check mark. After they spend $500, they can get, and I say any stamp set of their choice. I reserve the right to change that because right now the stamp sets are all under $40, so that's not too bad. And there's lots of breakage. People do not do these things. So I offer this. I have like 3 or 4 customers who track everything. And every order is just over $25 so that they make sure they get it. Because if you do $24.99, you don't get a point. And so that's a loyalty rewards program. It kind of gets people to keep coming back because there's so many demonstrators they can shop from, you know. So there, I offer those things. But so my goal though is both my frequent buyer, I'm trying to like bra strap, I'm saying, both the frequent buyer and the over $100 rewards. My goal is that I don't personally have to pay for them. That I have earned enough Stampin' rewards throughout the month to pay for them, so that there is no additional money out of my pocket. So that is sort of the goal that I try to work towards. I will say I have had to buy some, but that is the goal, and that is how I try to frame my reward / giveaways. So that's that. Back on the policy. So read through those policies. If you ever have a question, you're like, I have this great idea. I think I'm going to run this sort of promotion. The best place to go. Ask me. I will do my best to answer it. Read the things. If I don't know, I'm going to tell you go to Demonstrator support. Is to call Demonstrator support, or even sometimes better yet, email. This is my idea. You know, can I do this? Because then you're going to get an email back, and especially if they say yes, you have a document that Stampin' Up! Gave you permission to do it. Because sometimes you call, you get one person, they're like, oh no, you can't do that. And you call again, someone's like, oh yes, you can. So sometimes different support people give you different answers. So that's where I would, if it's really confusing, send an email, get a response. Also, okay, especially you new people, but anybody here, I don't know why this doesn't come in your starter kits. All Stampin' Up!, Paper Chef, 31 bags, all of us are getting hit with scams like crazy. And so as soon as your name goes up on the Demonstrator locator, or you make a blog, or you do a Facebook page, they get your info, you will get these emails, and they sound too good to be true. And they probably will be. I'm deaf. I want to place an order. I want to order 5 big shots. Please send me your info so I can have my boss send you a certified check. Really broken English. They kind of stand out. They do. If you know they're out there, you know when you get one. So I'm just forewarning you, if you get this all of a sudden, this great, what seems like a great order, don't even respond. Send it to me. Send it. Put it on Team Stamp It. Whatever. There was one I saw today that came up. And people, the thing is, when you start responding, now they know they got a live person, and they'll go back and forth. And I also read where if you, it's when you really read it, it's bad English. It's crazy orders. Like, these people do not know what they're ordering. They just find the most expensive thing and say they want 4 of them. There's no one's going to buy 4 big shots. They do that on purpose, because if they can hook you with that, they know they got you. All right. And the whole scam with that is that you agree to it. They say, oh, I'll mail you the check. They mail you, you tell them it's $100. They mail you a $200 check. And they say, oh, my boss screwed up. Can you just mail me back the difference? And then they have access into your bank account. So the first check is then deleted and you lose your $100. So don't even respond. So FYI, those are out there. Pay attention. They can come in through your DBWS. They can come in through your email. They can come in through Facebook. Somebody, guys, saw her, got a text because her cell phone number was on DBWS. So I think that's what I got for today. Please, 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 please let me know if you have any questions about anything. You can leave them here. You can send me an email. Those are probably the best ways. But I will find you somewhere. And that's it. I am on at 11 because I got to go because I am totally not prepared for 11 o'clock with Coffee and Crafts. So we're doing a Christmas card. I'll give you a sneak peek. That's what we're doing. Christmas in July. We did the blog hop, and I just ended up making like 4 or 5 cards. That rarely happens, where I just kind of go crazy. So goodbye, everybody. I will talk to you later. Send me any questions or anything that you might have. I will somehow figure out how to get you the recruiting email. And I think that's all I got. Have a great day. Bye. Oh, now I don't know where to go. Oh, bye again.
other popular emojis are the red heart and the heart eyes emoji.
Oh,
Just
those,
from
okay.
FYI. Okay, next question. Name the movie based on these emojis, okay?
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Ocean's 8.
That is correct.
I saw the ocean. I counted 8.
Okay.
I
think that's successful. We've only got 4 minutes, folks. Let's go. All right. What celebrity has a tattoo of an emoji? Is it Ariana Grande? Is it Drake or Justin Bieber? Come on, Jen. Ooh. Go ahead.
Drake.
Lisa, that is correct.
Oh my God.
Drake has a tattoo of a frame. You're gonna have to up your game. Whenever you're ready. Drake has a tattoo of the praying hands emoji.
See?
That's my favorite one. Okay. Back in 2014. Okay, ready for the next question. What does the following emoji mean?
Jazz hands. What is it? Jazz hands?
That is incorrect.
No, I didn't mean it. Oh, sad.
What's your answer, Lisa and Hope?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't
I'll
know.
give you a hint.
A hug. It's a hug.
Give me a hug. Correct. It's a hug. Give me a hug. No,
I'll
that
take
doesn't
a hug.
count.
All right,
All right.
got it.
Everybody still got a chance. Not really. Okay, name the movie. Name the movie.
That's not a hug. That's like weird. That's not kind of
Right. Can you name that movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dinosaurs.
Jurassic World is the answer. Very good. Wow. Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Everybody good over here? We're not even looking at it. We're having conversations among themselves now. Okay. All right. On average, how many emojis are sent every day? Is it 1 million, 5 billion, or 800 million? Jen?
I'm going to say 5 billion.
That is correct. 500. On Facebook alone. On Facebook alone, 60 million. Okay. All right. Oh, we have a tie. No, it's not a tie. Hoda's team won. But everybody on the Today Show wins.
Lisa won, but everybody's a winner.
We live in a snowflake world where everybody wins. Congratulations. Enjoy your emoji. Thank you, Brain.
Thank you, Brian.
Brain Balthazar will be back in the coming weeks. You'll be giving us a thumbs up when you see what we're giving away.
Right after this.
After this. That's funny. That's all yours.
How did Mara end up in this reverie?
It's a 1 in a million glitch.
The dangers in this dream
There was a kid in there waiting for help.
become very real.
I got shot.
It's an open wound. Reverie, tomorrow on NBC.
Grab your friends, pick a day, and have some fun. Buy tickets at watercountry.com and save up to $12 on select days.
Want to give your family the best in entertainment and know you're getting big value for your money? Switch to Xfinity and you can get both. Introducing new packaging with more speed, better entertainment, and bigger value. So get started for $49.99 a month for 12 months with no term contract. Call 1-800-737-1010 today. Get more of the entertainment you want with customizable streaming TV. And stream live TV and the most free TV shows anytime, anywhere. Plus, get more out of your internet with Xfinity X5, the best in-home Wi-Fi experience with the speed, coverage, and control you need throughout your home. Call 1-800-737-1010 to learn more about all our streaming options or get started for $49.99 a month for 12 months and ask about flexible channel packs. Plus, with X1, you can get access to all your streaming apps in one place, including Netflix and YouTube. See how much value your family can get out of entertainment that brings everyone together. Call 1-800-737-1010 today.
The Laughing Cow cheese is the perfect snack, no matter how you snack.
Do your thing.
It's spreadable,
Fell off the bus.
Do your thing.
dippable, dunkable. Whatever you wantable. So however you snack like you. The Laughing Cow.
Save almost $50 when you buy a 4-pack of tickets online for just $130.
All right, So let's give some good news to 5 of our fans because it's time to give it away.
Huge prize wireless over-ear headphones from Audio Techna. Those babies are worth $549.
Wow, these are great. They feature exclusive pure digital drive technology, which delivers the most accurate music flow, and they also come with a battery.
Falling off the horse. Why is that like that? Lower. morning and welcome. I'm Linda Cullen from Crafty Stampin, and this is Coffee and Crafts. And it has been a couple weeks since I've done this, and I feel like I have fallen off the horse and don't remember how to get anything done to have this go off without a hitch. So bear with me today and welcome. I hope everyone is having a great summer. I did take a couple weeks off from doing the lives because they do take a bit of work. So there was 1 week I did spend some time with family, and then I spent the last week trying to clean up the mess behind you, and as you can see, it wasn't as successful. I need to spend a bit more time. There's stuff every which way, but that's actually progress. But it just, you know, things you gotta do. My husband always says I spend more time organizing my craft room than I do creating in my craft room, and he might be kind of right, because and I find this, I don't know about you guys, as crafters, we're sort of that organizational thing. So it's like, I got to neaten, and then I find things that I haven't seen in a while, and I need to create with them. So it gets a little crazy. So good morning, good morning, good morning. So I don't know if you saw, the Team Stamper group did a Christmas in July blog hop last Saturday. And when I sat down to do it, I had zero Christmas inspiration, being, you know, 90 plus in July in New England. But when I sat down and started playing with some of our products, I just kept making more and more cards. So I figured, well, guess we'll do a Christmas in July series. So I have one today, and then I'll have one definitely next week. I'm going to be a little unscheduled with the Coffee and Crafts over the summer just because I got 2 kids home, and I just don't know what's going to happen when. So keep your eyes out, and that is when they'll happen. So let me show you what we are going to do today. This uses the Snowflake Sentiment stamp set, the Under the Mistletoe paper, and the, they're calling it just the Brights DSP, oh, not the Brights, the Neutrals DSP. So it's the paper packs of the color collection. So there's Bright, Regals, Subtles, Neutrals, and the In colors. And I love them. There is 4 different patterns. You have, I should even find one for you. Hold on. Whoop. Should have thought of that before. Told you. It's like falling off a horse. So there are 4 different patterns to these papers. Let me, ooh, don't want that. All right, let me move you down here. All right. So you get polka dots, and you just have a tone-on-tone polka dot and a color and white polka dot. It's kind of random. And then stripes, and then a tone-on-tone stripe, and then this kind of random white and color stripe. And that is for every color. So you buy the Regals, and you get all the Regal colors. You buy the neutrals, you get the neutrals, and whatever. So this card that we're making today, I use the neutral stripe. Let me take you back to the better picture of it. So it was kind of fun. It was nice to add that in. So that's what we're going to play with today. Normally, I like to do a giveaway from my watch later. Let's see. Well, all right, we'll start here. So I like to do giveaways as a thank you for tuning in and sharing. And so today, at the end of the broadcast, I'm going to give away the current and brand new rose metallic thread. And it's really fun. These are kind of fun to, you know, add some little sparkle and bling to a card. So this is the rose metallic thread. All you have to do is leave a comment. You can just say hi. And it's funny, I say those, just pop on, say hi, say hello. And sometimes I'll be, when I'm going through the comments later, and just a shoot string, hi, 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 hi. I'm like, I told them to just say hi. They did. So it's always kind of funny. But yeah, that's all you got to do. Just say hi. And you will be entered, and we'll do this at the end of the broadcast. Like a half hour. I seem to keep them at about a half hour, and I don't really try. I just go, and that seems to be what they come out with. If you do not have, if you're not watching this live, or you don't win the beautiful thread, next week, so I'll do this definitely next Tuesday. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get my act together to do this on Thursday too. I'm going to give away the current Good Day stamp set. It's got a lot of cute little images and such. And so to win that, again, you just need to leave a comment. If you've already left a comment, you don't need to leave another one. The one will do. But if you share this video, and you can share it on Facebook or YouTube or Pinterest or wherever, and leave a comment with the word shared with a D, I will enter you in to win the Good Day. And if you share it, you'll get a second entry. See, I told you, I'm falling off the horse and I'm having trouble getting back on here. I used to have this all down. Oh no, someone's in the hospital. Oh no. Someone bring you a paper pumpkin. Paper pumpkins are perfect to keep you going while you're in the hospital. That's usually what I do, is I bring gifts of the paper pumpkin to people in the hospital. So I'm sorry to hear that, Kathy. Speaking of paper pumpkin, now I don't have my graphics up because, again, not on the horse. So if you are at all interested in getting in on paper pumpkin and you're brand new, you can subscribe for 50% off right now through August 10th, because that's the date. 10th is the cutoff date. And if you go to craftystampin.com, it's right up there. I just put it up there this morning, the special, so you can catch that. So let's stamp, because like I said, I was going to do the winner picking for Party Pandas, and I just didn't get it all together. So I will pop on later and tell the winner of the Party Pandas from way back in June. So excuse me for that. Again, fell off the horse. You don't do these in succession. You kind of forget all the little bits and pieces you got to do. Let's stamp. All right. Here we go. So I did get together, oh, and I didn't put the right date on it. So there is a PDF that'll have the correct date. That'll be on a blog post recap that I'll do about an hour after this is over. It has everything you need to know, cut sizes, all the products used, place for you to take notes when you rewatch me, and probably while I'm making mistakes, so that you can take notes so you don't have to try and follow along like that. So let's go. Yes, it's hot. That's why hair is up, sleeveless. It is sticky in New England. I know, Pam, aren't you in? Is it Kay? In Maine. It's been sticky. Isn't it sticky? Is it sticky in Maine? Because it is sticky here in Massachusetts. It is so sticky. So hence, and I have the air conditioning on, but it's still sticky. I don't know. There was a movie when I was a kid I used to love called My Chauffeur. It was the stupidest movie. But there was a scene in it when the girl's sticky. I hate it when it's sticky. And so every time I think about sticky, that's all I can think of is that movie and that one line from it. All right. Oh, it's sticky in Ontario. It's the heat's gone all the way north. It's just bleh. All right. Yes, we have a cold front. That was supposed to have thunderstorms today, and a cold front move in. Can't wait for that. All right, here we go. So I have 4 1/4 by 11, and I'm just going to score it with my scoreboard at 5 1/2. And there's my phone. I did move the phone. Let's make sure it doesn't set off a million other things. I think I... All right, I'll have to call them later. Don't know who that is. All right, so here's our card base. And so here is my DSP, and I have a just plain Night of Navy backdrop that I'm going to put on. You could just put your DSP directly onto your card base. I really like the look of the frame of the solid cardstock. It's sometimes that is just that extra little bit that can take a regular card and kind of make it wow. Granted, yep, it's more paper you got to use. It makes them thicker and what have you, but I think it just makes the card when you do this. All right, so center that. And I'm just going to add this right onto my card base with the snail again. To order more. You know what? So someone is asking the code to actually order more pins for the scoreboard, which is these little bad boys. You know, I don't No, because I don't think they're in the catalog anymore. May have to call Demonstrator support. Send me an email. If you're a demonstrator, just call Demonstrator support. If you have a demonstrator, call your demonstrator. If you don't send me an email, and I will call Demonstrator support for you. Because I don't know if we can get them. I'm probably sure maybe we can get them special ordered through Demonstrator support. I'll have to find out. But that's a good question, because little things like that did kind of disappear from the catalog. All right, make sure I'm doing this right. All right, adding this. Because that's something I would lose, truly. And just FYI, so here's the scoreboard. There's this cute little pocket back here they have to like store, and my drawer always falls open. I've had other people complain about it, and they lose their little points. So I don't put my points in there. I have this little flower pot, which got miscellaneous things in it, but all my extra points are in there. So that's just where I keep them. Kind of helps it, it's near my scoreboard. So I'm gonna leave this to the side for a minute. Let's see, we'll do the other panel. So this is the Under the Mistletoe DSP. Really pretty. I mean, this is the holiday DSP that is in the annual catalog. It's got lots of cool plaids, and I just loved these colors. So we're going to add that here. So I'm just going to leave that panel for right now. We'll leave that together. All right. So okay, so I'm going to stamp first. I'm going to stamp actually twice. So I have a scrap of Whisper White, and I have a scrap of Night of Navy. And I'm going to stamp first on my Night of Navy. But I'm going to stamp with Versamark, so I'm going to use my embossing buddy. I'm going to open my gold embossing powder. I have all the details about my bins on my blog. If you go to specials, downloads and resources, it's all on that downloads and resources, because I get questions every time. So I made a spot for you on my blog. All right, so I'm really just worrying about inking up the bottom, the from our family to yours. And look at that. All right, so that looks good. All right, so we're gonna set that aside for a second. Move all that. Now I'm going to stamp again, and it doesn't matter. I'll clean it off a smidge. All right, and I'm going to stamp the same thing again in real red. Okay, right in the middle. There we go. All right, so I'll let that dry for a sec, and I'm going to grab my heat tool, and I'm going to let it warm up a second under my desk so it doesn't get too noisy up here. Alrighty, here we go. Whoops, am I knocking over? Gotta aim it away from my thumb. Don't ever think a heat gun is not hot. I don't know about you, but heat embossing is still one of my favorite things in paper crafting. Regular embossing and heat embossing. They're just two of my favorite things. So we'll let that cool for a second. And we're going to dig out the Big Shot. Gold foil to the side. All right. All right, so first, I'm going to cut out my Merry Christmas, and I'm using, this is the foliage frame dies, and that has this great label. I'm going to take that, and I need to find a Post-it note. Okay. Add that there. All right. So cut this out. Oh my goodness. You see that? That is very not centered. That requires a do-over. Okay. I can make things work, but that, no, that ain't cutting it. That is not cutting it. All right. I'll pull out 2 sheets of Whisper White. Let's try this again. Let's get our real red. You can see what I'm doing. Okay, my camera. I got a new camera the other day. Where did I put my for this, and I'm still trying to get used to it, getting it to look right. So I hope it looks. Hope you guys think it looks good. All right. All right, we'll do that twice. So if I screw up again, I have a second. Cut first, stamp after. Yeah, they cut first, stamp after. I do that back and forth. It depends. Usually I don't have too much of a problem with this. I generally am pretty good at eyeballing things. And this time it's getting 2 stickies. There we go. All right, let's see what happens here. I do not pre-cut my Whisper White in all different sizes, but then when I cut it down, all those scraps go in my bin. So I oddly, from one of my card classes I just did, it was easier just to cut multiple sheets in this size, which is I think is 1/8 of a standard piece of paper, and I didn't use them all in my card kit, so I have a whole bunch. I just throw them in. All right, that one looks a lot better, so we're going to use that one, and I'm going to rip up the other one because I will use it and not realize it. All right, so I'm going to take the same exact shape, and I'm going to cut 2 of them. And this is shaded spruce, and because I'm not trying to line the bad boy up with a greeting, I'm just placing it on my paper and running it through. Okay, so there's that. While I have my Big Shot out, oh, I didn't cut this down. Oh, hold on. All right, so I have gold foil, and this is the Beautiful Layers Thinlit dies, and look at this big, beautiful medallion. So I'm going to pop that out. I'm going to cut the bottom. I don't need, move it over here. I don't need the whole medallion. For this one card, the projects I did over the weekend, I cut one whole one and then cut it up into 3 different parts and used different parts on each card. So, and this one I found I kind of got to run it through a couple times. So before I do anything, yep, that looks like a cut. Oh. All right, I'm going to set that aside. We got one more thing to cut. So might as well do it while I'm here. And I've lost all this searching for paper. I've lost something. All right. Old olive. All right. So I'm going to grab just random old olive out of my drawer. And this is Stitched Seasons. This is a special item that is going to be for sale to customers starting next month in August 1st. It'll be bundled with a blended seasons stamp set, and this will only be available in August. These framelits are to die for. If you are a demonstrator, you can get them now in a pre-order. If you want to join, you can add these into your starter kit. So if you check craftystampin.com, I've got all the info on that. And you also get the free collection of ink pads when you join. So July is a great time to join. So I'm using these two little swirlies here. All right, put those here, cover. And we're just going to run that through. We'll run it back. There we go. All right. Did those cut? Yes. All right, now we can move the big shot away. All right. So let's poke these out. Trying to clean up my space a smidge, because otherwise I will lose things. All right, so there is one like flourish. All right, there's the other one. Put these on my magnet board. Put these go here. All right, so this, I'm gonna take my very full trash can. And I'm going to take my, here it goes. This is the Big Shot die brush. I will use it lots of times without the little pad. And I literally just put it over my little trash can and run it. And that'll pull most of the stuff out from it. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. So there are those pieces. Alright, so that this is the only size that this comes in. So if you want to make a little bit bigger border for it, what you want to do is I'm going to cut these two in half, but I'm going to cut them in half in opposite ways. So cut this one long. I'm going to cut this one on the short side. And then because this kind of curves out, I'm going to cut off those little triangles and just leave it little points, look like little ears almost. All right. Oops. I'm knocking stuff all over the place now. Okay. So this is kind of how those are going to set up. So to add those, I just take my snail. So I'm going to start doing the top and the bottom. So I'm just going to run a little snail along the top and the bottom. And bring the bottom one over. Let's see if I can bring it any closer. All right. And so I'm going to line this up. This is where I just sort of eyeball. And then repeat with the top. And I just try to eyeball them so they look like they are about the same. So there's the top and the bottom. And then I'm just going to add snail again on either side and repeat the same process. And there we go. So there is my bordered image. All right. So what I decided I liked was to take this gold detail and just add a bit of it at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is, check that again. So I don't need these points. So we're just going to cut along here. All right. And again, I'm just going to add snail along the back. Line this up like this. Eyeball it so I get it in the center so that things look the same on both sides. Oops. And go. And then trim that little section that's sticking out. So there is my little extra detail. So put that aside. So now to assemble, I'm going to take these little fleurs and I'm going to attach them kind of on the borders here. So I'll add snail to the back, and then I'm going to line it up kind of where I want it, and then we'll do that one there. Oops. Same here. All right, so now this can be added, and let's add some dimensionals. All right. Get all these backings off. Oh, I missed one. I missed one. Okay. You can see that. So we'll line that up. You know what? That, oh, it's gonna have to stay. Okay, so now dimensionals on my greeting. I probably don't need this many, but you know, oh well. And 3. All right, so we're gonna put that in the middle. Now I'm gonna come back here to my golden boss greeting, and I'm literally, because I put the embossing powder on it, I just rub it on my pants. That's how I get rid of it. So I'm going to take my paper snips, and I'm going to rough cut this, get it out of the bigger piece. Okay. So I am going to fussy cut this as straight as I can. And all right, we'll just go across and we'll go again. Okay, that looks good enough. And then that, I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to take the mini dimensionals and I'm going to cut them in half. And I'm going to use a paper piercer. And, oops, I'm going to attach these to the back with the paper piercer. Oh, there we go. Yep. There we go. No, 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 stay. There we go. Sometimes to cut straight, the bigger scissors. So sometimes I'll use the bigger scissors to cut, because you just, with one press, you'll get a longer straight line. Sometimes that works better for me. I found this little one, it was easier for me to do with the smaller scissors. And if it's not perfectly straight, no one's gonna know. Shh. That's not what they're looking at. They're looking at the whole card and they're thinking, what a beautiful card you gave me. Not that, you know, that one is not cut straight. So I'm just gonna place this over the red stamped. And there's that. It's a little off. I'm a little off, aren't I? Hold on. Hold on. Come here. All right, let's try this again. Down and down. There we go. All right, now that's never done, because we're gonna put some gold faceted gems on, because I love these. I think they're so pretty. And I want the small ones. You see, I have tons. It's because I like the smallest ones, and I tend to use them up and then need to buy another one. Where'd my paper poking tool go? I have 5 of these, and I still manage to misplace them. So I find it's easier to use the paper piercing tool to place these. So I'm going to put this one here. And I'm going to do this one way down here off the side. So that's my Christmas card. A little different from the one I made earlier, but super fun. So now it's time to do live giveaways. So I'm going to bring you back to me for a second. Actually, let's do this. You don't need to look at me. That's not what I want. Let's go here. All right. So while I make sure that the site over here is working properly, I will set this up. You can see what we're giving away. Right now we're going to do the rose metallic thread, which is brand new in this catalog. Come on. All right, here we go. So I'm going to do pick winner. So I'm going to transition over here. So you enter by commenting, and you get one entry for this. And our winner is Lou Ellen Watts. So Lou Ellen, if you could head over, that is not where I want you to go. How about this? If you head over to craftystampin.com, if you go to specials and giveaway, come on. And there is a link right here. Click to claim your prize. If you click on that, fill out the form. I will drop that in the mail to you. And you have 2 weeks to claim the prize. You will get an email from me after I mail it. Depends on, sometimes it takes me a couple days to do that. If you do not get an email from me within those 2 weeks and you believe you filled out the form, send me an email at linda@craftystampin.com so I make sure I can get it to you. I will definitely be back next Tuesday. I don't know if I'll be back before then. Keep your eye out. I'll definitely put a link in here. If you've commented, you'll get notified. And I hope everyone has a great summer. Praying for a little cool down for New England this afternoon. And I hope everyone has a great day. I will talk to you all later. Bye.